welcome back to Meet the Masons. So, if you guys are new to my channel, you would know, or maybe you wouldn't know, that I am actually one half or one third of the Mason trio. So, my husband is actually at rehearsal right now. We're having an amazing concert, or not concert, but conference coming up at my church. So, he's rehearsing for that right now. And then, baby girl, it's still in my tummy. So I just want to thank all the new subscribers and new followers, my faithful followers, who've consistently watched and supported and commented. I read them all. I cherish them all. I used to be a lot quicker with responding, and I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm pregnant. So I really try when I can, but it's been like, it's just really encouraging to see other people encouraged by your journey and just the different things and the thoughts that they have to say. It's really cool for the most part, besides those random like mean people, but no one cares about that. Anyway, so today I am here to update you guys on weeks 30 through 31. Today I am 32 weeks and 2 days, and yeah, it's getting closer. Honestly, a lot of stress and anxiety has gone away. I feel like I felt more stress and anxiety like in the second trimester, where I was just thinking about, oh my goodness, I only have this amount of time left, and I need to get all these different things done and blah 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 blah. But honestly, I've been so at peace. Like, I'm just, whenever she's ready, which prayerfully not too ready right now, but whenever she's ready, I'm ready, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just really trust God in this process, you know. He has gotten me this far, and I know that He will help me through the labor and delivery. So honestly, mentally and emotionally, I've been very peaceful. I can't even give you the words, and I can't even tell you why I have been, but I'm very happy with that. I'm glad that I'm not worrying about delivery or worrying about different things. My family and friends and different people have blessed us so much with getting so many things for the baby. And so her room is done. Her room is actually done. I'm gonna do one more run through just to see if I want to add like one more canvas somewhere. I know eventually I want to put up pictures, but I don't want to put up frames without the pictures. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I don't want to do that. But actually over the weekend, I went into straight nesting mode and finished this DIY project of putting her initials on the wall. And yeah, I actually just have to finish that because the L is a little crooked. It's not perfect to me, so I want to fix that. But other than that, I think I'm done. You know, I'm excited for our next baby shower, which is on July 22nd. It's gonna be in Jacksonville, Florida, which is where I'm from. And my mom is hosting that. And once I put all those things away and we get whatever last items that she may need, I think I'm gonna be done with the nursery, and we'll be doing a nursery tour soon. Also, as far as any further updates, I think when I get to around 35, 36 weeks, I will try to do weekly updates because it'll be like crunch time by that time. You know, I'm praying that she does not come early, and of course she comes by 40 weeks. But yeah, but I know for me, when I was trying and praying to get pregnant, I was so encouraged and so intrigued by other pregnancy update videos, and it was just like the thing that I love to watch the most. And what I hated the most was when my YouTuber was not consistent. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if there's a schedule, try to update us. But now that I'm pregnant, I'm like, oh my goodness, trying to be consistent is so much more of a challenge because you're just tired, or sometimes you're just trying to do other different things, or you just literally need to rest your mind and your body. So I feel like that's kind of where I've been. And so for that reason, last week we didn't have a video, which I had it set up in iMovie to edit, but it just didn't get edited, and I was just tired, y'all, and it didn't happen. But I said, you know what, I at least want to do my pregnancy update, even if that means me recording it on my phone, which is what I'm doing right now. So I just wanted to apologize for not having a video last week, but I wanted to make sure I did this pregnancy update video for you guys, okay? So let's go on to what weeks 30 and 31 look like for me. Okay, so a number of things happened, and none of them got recorded in my phone because I'm like, oh yeah, I should log this in my journal. I use the Baby Bump app. I didn't log anything in except for my weight and the inches around my waist, like maybe one day. So I'm like, dang. But I kept making a mental note of all the things that happened, so hopefully I don't forget anything. So I had 2 appointments last time I saw you guys. One was with my midwife facility. It wasn't with the midwife I've been assigned to thus far, but right now I'm seeing a midwife every 2 weeks because the midwives are on call every day, and it's always different ones. So it could be the midwife that I've been seeing for my prenatal care, and it could be a new one that I'm being introduced to now. So we don't know. So at this point I am meeting with all of them, and I really enjoyed the last midwife. Like I said, I don't have a big preference. I'm not stuck on, oh, this person has to deliver me. I don't care. I just know that God is going to get me through this labor and delivery, and I pray that he sends the best midwife there to coach me through it and to help me if there is any help that is needed. But yeah, so that's where we are with that. I also have my hematologist appointment. So if you guys didn't know, in past updates, they told me that my iron was low, and they told me that my platelet count was low. So I booked an appointment with the hematologist, and they took my blood the same day, gave me the results the same day, which I thought was amazing. And they said my blood platelet count went up to 117, like 112 or 117. Either way, is increasing more and more, which makes me very, very happy. They say, like some Google research I was saying was that usually platelet counts don't rise, so I am very happy to see it rising. And we always confess for a easy breezy healthy delivery. So yeah, we trust that everything is going to be fine. You know, you hear what the doctors have to say, you make your adjustments, but at the end of the day, we believe the report of the Lord. So we know that everything's going to be fine. But they said and even the hematologist was like, it's no big deal, because chances are you're not going to lose that much blood. It doesn't hit a lot of blood vessels when you're giving birth. The only thing is that my anesthesiologist will not give me an epidural, which is exciting because I want to avoid an epidural at all costs. Not because I'm like better than anybody, or I'm gonna be a better mom because I don't have an epidural, but I just kind of want to experience childbirth in all of its glory. I just decided that I wanted to have a birth that was free of medical intervention. So because I can't, so they say have one. I think it makes it even better, and it doesn't bother me at all by any means. But it's just like, okay, for real, for real. It's kind of like me being at a birthing center and I legit don't have that option. So I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. If anything, it takes off that that temptation to get one, because when you're at a hospital, you have access to all of those things. So actually, it's pretty funny to me, but I make light of everything. So that has been great. A big thing, a huge thing for me has been involuntary burping, and sometimes involuntary gas coming out of the other way. I think it's hilarious. Like literally the other day I was trying to put on my shoe, which I'm almost at a point where I can't do it by myself if it has buckles or straps on it. But I attempted to do that and I was burping the entire time. It's like there's no space. Like even like gas from my food will not, it's just no space there. So that has been funny. Like it always catches me off guard too, because you know, usually you can feel when you're about to burp. You kind of brace yourself, or you kind of, you know, make it a little bit more discreet. Nope, it just comes right out. So that has been very interesting and very fun, but a highlight of weeks 30 and 31. So that's funny. I am having consistent Braxton Hicks. I would say I have about 6 to 10 Braxton Hicks more or less every day, which to me seems like a lot. And I talked to my midwife about it, and she said, you know, just make sure you're hydrated. Because that could be a cause of it. But some people start experiencing like like consistent contractions, or excuse me, Braxton Hicks, at like 20 weeks. So mine's kind of started about 4 to 6 weeks ago. But to me, they're just more consistent. Like I said, they don't hurt. They just really tighten my stomach. And now I'm seeing that it's kind of like contorting the shape of my stomach. So that's always fun to see. And I try to get the right angle, but it's like no angle can really justify and show how crazy the shape of my belly is. So that has been something, yeah, very interesting. Another thing is my ribs burn sometimes, and it was weird. It's usually when I'm lying down, and she actually, one day I felt her, it felt like her whole face, or like a fist or something, literally rolled, like it punched out and rolled around my stomach from like the right to the left side. And I feel like it was her face, but I believe she's head down. Either way, I feel like it was such a monumental move that she's now on my left side. But sometimes I just don't know. Maybe she's on my right side, and I would love to understand how they figure out where the baby is. I kind of tried to Google it, but then I didn't have time to keep going with it. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, she moved in a huge way, like a way that I've never felt before. And honestly, in the last week, her movements have been a lot more intense. Like last night, I was laying down on the couch. I was kind of halfway sitting forward with Jared, and literally my breath was taken away. I was like, and it was so unexpected, and like a noise I've never made before, but it's the way she punched out and moved in my stomach. I was just like, it was nothing I ever felt before. So that was interesting, but I'm always happy to feel her because it just lets me know that she's okay. And it makes me happy. So I don't get upset, but I'm just like taken off guard, and I usually yell her name out. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, back to my ribs burning. So usually when I'm laying down at night or just trying to take a nap, my ribs burn sometimes, and it's like a really dull pain under my like left breast. But it's where my ribs are. But what I researched and what I diagnosed myself with is that I heard that it was just like muscle separation. And a lot of times it's just like your ribs are expanding or growing or what have you. And it pinches like some kind of nerve and muscle, and it causes that dull, achy, but like burning sensation, pain or whatever. So I'm just going to take it as that. It honestly hasn't been such a bother. If it continued to be a bother, I would definitely let my midwife know. But it's been fine. But that has been something new. Moving in weird ways. Ooh, a new one. So recently my uterus feels like it's about to bleed. Like my cycle is about to start. That's what it's been feeling like. And I don't like the feeling because it just feels weird, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But apparently it's normal. And I just make sure I'm drinking a lot of water to make sure I'm hydrated. But I do have an appointment on Friday, this Friday coming up. So I'm going to ask my midwife about it, and if I should be not concerned, or if it's something that's noteworthy, if I should do something about it. But I'm pretty sure it's just a part of being pregnant. And yeah, so that has been kind of uncomfortable, and a little bit of nausea has come back as well. So that's never fun. That's never fun. And it's kind of like out of a scale of 1 to 10, it's usually like a 3, but it's a very like annoying 3. Like, I just wish this would go away. And it's not like the nausea where you know that your stomach is just upset or you're hungry. It's like I don't know what it is. So I try to eat, and sometimes eating is the answer, but it takes a while. You know how you can have like 2 bites and it's like, oh, okay, that's exactly what I needed. It takes like for me to like fight through the entire meal to realize that, okay, I feel a little bit better. But Sprite did work the other day. I don't want to consume that much soda, but yeah, Sprite did help me the other day, and it is what it is. So yeah, another thing is my friend Nike allowed me to use her bouncing ball, like the birthing ball that you bounce on. Because I sit down at work all day long, I decided to bring it to work and sit on that. And it honestly has changed my posture. When I get up and walk after being on the ball, I feel more open in a sense where it's easier to walk. I don't feel as stiff. So I'm happy about that, and I'm basically doing that to prepare for labor. I'm always trying to do some kind of labor, not labor, yeah, well, pelvic exercises preparing me for labor. So I've been doing that. I don't really bounce on it much. I just sit on the ball, and sometimes I roll like my hips from side to side or around while I'm sitting on the ball. But that's what I'm doing now. I haven't walked that much, but I do want to make it a point to walk more. I mean, I have eight weeks left, probably 7 and some change. So I do need to walk more, and I do understand that. But anyway, that has been weeks 30 through 31. Yeah, and yeah, y'all, I'm gonna try to remain consistent, which I think I've been doing a good job so far. Every 2 weeks with these pregnancy updates. Like I said, it just gets more challenging with, thinking about all the things that I want to get done. Like, I still want to do birthing classes, and I want to read a book called Supernatural Childbirth. I plan to buy that probably this week. I've heard amazing testimonies from that, and it lines up with what I believe and what I desire for my birth. So I'm excited about that. But other than that, we are just going to our appointment. My next hematologist appointment is actually going to be when I'm 36 weeks in August, I believe. So they said, we'll check back then because, things could change. But she did confirm it that my iron was still low and that my B12 was actually a little low as well. So I'm going to get some extra B12 supplements for that. But like I said, I'm not concerned. I am just excited. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to still be carrying her. And I am looking forward to an easy breezy, beautiful delivery of a healthy baby girl. And beautiful. Y'all, I was not the cutest newborn by any means. I mean, what newborns are, but there are some that are way cuter than others. And I know my mom doesn't like when I say that I wasn't a cute baby, but I wasn't. Eventually I got cute. Like 5 months, I saw a picture of me at 5 months, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was so adorable. But my 5 weeks picture, I was like, oh my gosh. So I always joke. I'm not gonna make this joke, but she's gonna be beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And if you can, keep me in your prayers. Pray that I have an amazing, easy breezy delivery, and continue to have an easy breezy pregnancy and no complications and all those different things, all those good things. And I'm praying that any other moms who are about to have their baby said they have the same thing. I have a friend who is actually 3.5 weeks before me. I actually just went to her baby shower, Kimberly. So she prayed for me the other day, and it was just so encouraging to have someone else pray for you and to think that, you tell them and they understand where you are in life and what you're facing and dealing with. So other than that, I'm just like totally rambling. And I thought my videos were long because of Jared, but apparently I like to talk a lot. But this is exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Hey everyone, so an update on my weight in inches. I have grown. I am now about 148 pounds, which I started at 131. So I'm up about 17 pounds. And I am measuring about 38.6 inches around my waist. And I started at about 31 inches as well around my waist. Honestly, it looks like she's dropping. Like, someone made a comment that it looked like my belly was lower, and I kind of agree with this outfit today. But maybe that had to do with her change positions. I don't know. But either way, that's me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Thank you. Bye.